The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Now let's join the Cisco Kid and Poncho in this week's exciting episode.
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's the famous Robin Hood of the Old West.
Cisco, the sheriff, he is getting closer.
This way, Pancho. Vámonos. The Cisco Kid. Now, the Cisco Kid in our exciting story, According to Law. In the time of the Old West, every now and then a law was passed which, well-meaning though it was, caused many a bloody battle. Such a law had just been passed in one of the great prairie states. Shortly before, the Cisco Kid and his constant companion, the faithful Pancho, rode eastward to pay a visit to one of their many friends. As our story opens, two men are tampering with a fence which encloses some 40 acres of farmland. Cattle are grazing the land outside the fence.
That's the thing. I can't budge it. Abner, come here.
Huh? What do you want, boss?
You're a big, powerful galoot. Get your shoulder to this post.
You want me to push it over?
That's just what I want you to do. Like as if them cattle had done it.
Ain't never seen the post I couldn't push over, Joe. You go.
There. Good. That brings down a considerable length of fence, Ab. Now get up on your horse and we'll herd some of the cattle into my fields.
You better not do that, boss. They'll eat up your grain and your truck garden, too.
And that's what I want them to do.
Ain't crazy, are you?
Nope, I ain't. Your brain ain't no bigger than a withered pea, Abner. And you probably won't understand this. But I'll tell you 'cause you work for me and you ought to know what's going on.
Well, I can understand it if you tell me twice.
I'll tell you once, and that's all. There's a new law been passed that says cattlemen got to pay for any damage their cattle do to farmers' land.
Yeah, but ain't that Bill Brand's fence?
Sure it's his fence. And it's his cattle knocked it down.
No, Joe, no, I knocked it down.
All right. But if anybody asks you, it was Bill Brand's cattle that done it. Understand that?
Well,
Because if you don't understand, you go to bed without no supper tonight. Bill Brand's cattle knocked down this fence.
Bill Brand's cattle knocked down this fence. Yeah, I understand that, Joe.
All right, then. Now, after we herd some of Brand's cattle into my fields, we're going to ride over to Brand's spread and make him pay us heavy for the damage, according to the law. All right, come on, Abner. Get up on your horse. Hiya! Come on, you critter. Get along there. Hiya!
Pancho think it's a flat country, Cisco.
See, Pancho, that is very flat country. But soon we'll be at the rancho of our friend, Senor Brand. Oh, Diablo.
Loco. Why we stop, Cisco?
Well, there are two roads here, and I'm not sure which one we take to get to Senor Brand's rancho.
Pancho think maybe Senor Brand's rancho over there, Cisco?
No, that is only a small farm, Pancho.
Small farm, huh?
Let us ride to the farmhouse and ask the direction.
See, we ask the
Up,
direction.
Diablo, come on.
Pablo, go ask the direction now. Go on.
Yeah, look, Pancho, the fence is down.
Huh?
Those cattle should not be in those fields.
Some cattle is in the garden too, Cisco.
As if they had broken down the fence.
Uh-huh.
Must be that no one is home, amigo.
We stop at the gate, Cisco?
We may as well ride over the wire, Pancho, since it is down. Easy now, Diablo. Do not trip, easy.
Easy, Logan. Not trip now. Not trip, Logan.
Yeah, now we will see.
Oh, look, now.
Is anyone here?
Pancho here.
Oh, I do not mean you, Pancho. Is anyone here?
Cisco say anyone. Pancho's anyone.
See, amigo, but I am calling the owner of this farm, and he is not at home.
Oh.
Even so, we can do him a good turn, Pancho.
How,
We can get those cattle off his land, and we can fix that fence for him.
Pancho like to help, Cisco, but Pancho very hungry.
Oh, you can eat your fill later, Chico. Come, let us get to work. Up, Diablo, come on.
Pablo, go get to work now. Go on.
Out of the garden, you mavericks. Out of these fields. Get down.
I tell you, you're going to have trouble with Joe Malone, Mr. Brand.
Oh, I don't think so, Rex. I most always get along with my neighbors.
You never had a neighbor like Malone. I punched cows with him for a spell down in Texas. He's the meanest, double-crossingest coyote I ever met up with.
Well, I'll watch him, Rex. Ah, here comes a couple of riders.
Unless my eyesight's going back on me, that's Joe Malone now. Yep, it sure is. Him and that big monstrosity of a hired hand. Glad I'm wearing my guns.
None of that now, Rex.
Not unless Joe starts trouble. But I'm your foreman, and I aim to protect your interest.
Oh! Well, howdy, Malone.
Howdy.
Friend, your cattle are in my fields.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'm mighty short-handed right now, Malone. All my hands, except Rex here, have gone to town for the half day in the evening. But I guess Rex and I can ride over and get the cattle out.
You'll do more than get them out, Brand. You'll pay me for the damage they've done.
Wait a minute. How'd they get in, Malone?
Well, they pushed down the fence, that's how.
Yeah, push down the fence. Joe,
Shut up, Abner. I'll do the talking.
Why didn't you stop them?
I wasn't there. Anyway, this ain't none of your business, Wallace. It's between me and Brand.
I figure it's my business, too. Don't make any mistake about that, hombre.
You be careful, you.
Let's not have trouble over this. We'll ride back with you, Malone. If everything's as you say it is, I'll pay you. Come on, Rex.
Go, little cattle. Go back on the other side of the fence. No. Pancho wants you to turn around. Pancho wants you to go that way. See, that way.
Yeah, bueno, Pancho. We now have them all back where they belong. Oh, that
look.
Now, fix that fence post so the cattle cannot get back in, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, there's a sledgehammer. I will get it.
The senor should be very glad about this, Cisco.
See, but if he is not home by the time we finish, we will not wait to find out.
Uh-huh.
Now, Pancho, hold that post up right there.
Do I hold it down, Cisco?
Well, I will help you. Now, pull it up right. Come on.
See, pull it. It stand up now, Cisco.
Now, hold it just that way, Pancho.
Uh-huh.
I do not think we will need to dig a new post hole.
No.
I drive it in now. Now, hold it steady.
See, steady. The post solid now.
Hey, should be strong enough to keep the cattle out. Well, I better hit it a few more to make certain, eh?
Cisco, Riley's home.
Oh, he's no doubt the owner of the farm coming back now.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
I'm repairing this fence, senor. Well, Senor Brand.
Well, if it ain't the Cisco Kid and Pancho.
See, Pancho. Juicy Cisco and Juicy Pancho, senor.
Well, I'm mighty glad to see you both. This is my foreman, Rex Wallace. Cisco and Pancho.
Awful glad to shake hands with you, too. I've heard plenty about you.
Oh, gracias, senor.
Gracias, senor.
Who told you hombres to fix that fence?
Well, nobody told us to, senor. But we thought the owner of this farm would not want those cattle in his field, so we drove out the cattle.
You want me to smash him, Joe?
Wait a minute, Abner. I'm the owner of this farm, and you're trespassing.
Oh, we are very sorry.
What are you laughing at, Wallace?
Looks like the joke's on you, Malone. Go on, show us the cattle in your fields. Where are they?
You heard him say they was in there. You heard it, Brand.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, Malone. Thing is, I can't figure out how they got in there.
No, me neither.
I'll pay you reasonable damages.
You bet your neck you will. $1,000.
What? Oh, what are you talking about, Maloon? Don't pay him, Mr. Brand. He's holding you up.
I'll smash any of them you say, Joe. I'd like to. You give me steak for supper.
That's pretty high price, Maloon. You think it over. I'm coming by here again in a couple hours. Figure on another price by then, and I'll consider it.
I wouldn't pay him a nickel, Mr. Brand. Hey, look. There's horse tracks over those cattle tracks leading on to his land.
You keep out of this, Wallace. All right, Abner. Get him out of here. Steak for supper.
You steak for supper, yes. I'll get 'em out, you. Get away from them tracks. You...
Let me go.
I'll smash you.
Yeah, don't remember to take your hands off him.
I'll smash you, too.
I said take your hands off him.
Steak for supper.
Oh, don't draw your gun, Maloon. I'm watching you.
This is like hitting a block of granite. But perhaps the granite has some weakness.
Hey, the big hombre go down.
See. He's weak in the stomach as well as in the brain. You'd better tell him to stop fighting, senor, before he gets badly hurt.
Abner, quit it.
It's all right.
Well, come on, let's go. I'll be back later, Maloon, but you come way down on your price or you don't get a cent.
Yeah. You hurt, Abner?
No, I ain't hurt, boss, but somebody's gonna die for this. I don't care who it is, but somebody's gonna die.
There's a fine rancho you have here, Senor Brand.
Fine food, too, senor.
Did you have enough to eat, Pancho?
Oh, see. In Pancho feel never want to eat again. For now.
Oh, come now, Pancho. That is not complimentary to our host to say you will want to eat again in an hour.
Well, 2 hours then.
Well, that's all right, Pancho. You can eat again whenever you want to. I'm just sorry I have to leave right away. But I'll be back tomorrow, and meanwhile, Cisco, you and Pancho can look the spread over and take it easy.
Oh, do not apologize, Senor Brand. Pancho and I did not let you know we were coming. We merely decided on the spur of the moment to ride up this way to see the country and visit you.
Well, I'm sure glad you did. When I get back, we'll talk over old times. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll have to be on the way.
Just a moment, senor. Pancho and I would be more than willing to ride with you.
No need of it, Cisco.
Well, I was thinking of Senor Maloon.
See, in that big baboon what work for him.
I don't look for any trouble with him, Cisco. People around here are mighty hard on anybody that goes in for gunplay. Maloon will do a lot of jawing, but that's all it'll amount to.
Oh, just as you say then, senor.
Well, enjoy yourselves. Adios.
Adios, Senor Brand.
Hasta la vista. Pancho not like this, Cisco.
I do not like it either, Chico.
Uh-huh.
There is something very suspicious about those horse tracks over the cattle tracks.
No.
Also, that great giant of a half-wit has an air about him that is not good.
Uh-huh.
Pancho, we will follow Senor Brand at a distance, just in case anything happens.
See, Cisco. What do you mean, Cisco? He got an air about him. And the air all about him.
I mean this, amigo. He has a look about him that spells murder.
But if Cisco could foresee what's going to happen, he would have insisted on riding with Brand to Maloon's farm. In just a moment, we'll continue our thrilling story of the Cisco Kid. Now, back to the Cisco Kid and our exciting story, According to Law. Although cattleman Brand suspects that his neighbor Maloon, a farmer, deliberately let down his fences and herded Brand's cattle into his fields in order to collect heavy legal damages, he's willing to pay a reasonable amount in order to avoid trouble. he declined Cisco's offer to ride with him to Maloon's. Now, as we return to our story, we find Maloon and his giant imbecilic hired hand talking.
Brand's going to pay that 1,000, or I'll know the reason why.
He laughed at you, Joe. I don't like that.
Who, Rex Wallace?
I keep thinking of that, Joe. He laughed at you.
They're going to have to settle with him, too, Abner. He knows too much about me.
I'll kill him, boss, if you say so.
Now, shut up. Shut up that talk, Abner. We don't need no killings if I work this right. Brand pays me the 1,000, then in a couple of more weeks we let down the fence again and we drive his cattle in and collect another 1,000. All according to law.
I'll kill that Rex Wallace.
You say that again, Abner? I'll make you take off them guns.
Oh, no, Joe, no. I like these guns. They're pretty.
Then mind what I tell you. Oh, here comes somebody riding this way. Yeah, it's Brand.
He's alone, boss.
Yeah, so I see.
He better not laugh.
Keep your mouth shut.
Well, have you thought it over, Maloon?
Nothing to think over. You owe me $1,000 damages.
Now, look, that's outrageous, and you know it.
$1,000 or you get into trouble, Brand. And for every hour you don't pay me, the price goes up $200.
$200? Oh, well, that's funny, Maloon.
Don't you laugh.
That's a real good joke.
I told you not to laugh. You still laugh. I'll fix you. I'll kill you.
Here, don't go for that gun.
Look out. You laugh at Joe.
Oh, you half-baked fool. You hair-brained ox. Now look what you've done.
Well, I killed him, Joe.
Oh, now we are in trouble. As soon as Rex Wallace hears about this, he'll be over here with his gun smoking. He's a bad one when he's riled.
Oh, he'll laugh, too.
Shut up and listen. Carry Brand's body into the house as if the fight took place there, understand?
Yeah.
Then you get Brand's horse into the barn and keep out of sight. Then you go back into the house and you stay there, Abner. You got that, too?
Yep. Yeah. Where are you going, Joe?
I'm going to get to the sheriff. The first story he hears about this is the one that he's going to believe.
Pancho here. Shoots go boom, Cisco.
See, I heard it too, Pancho.
Cisco think that means trouble for Senor Brand?
Oh, it might or it might not. Could not tell from which direction it came. Just the same, amigo, we had better get to Senor Maloon's quickly. Up, Diablo.
Go, loco, go to Senor Maloon's quickly.
We'll be there as soon as we go around these bends.
Up there. Go, loco, ho, ho.
Here we are. Hold, Diablo.
Ho, loco, ho, loco, hold on.
Walk, Diablo, easy, easy.
Yeah, easy, walk now.
There's no one in sight. That shot may have come from some other place. Over that next rise of ground, perhaps. Oh, wait.
What?
Thought I saw someone look out the window of that house. Hold, Diablo.
Ho, loco. Pancho, not see any one of the windows, Cisco.
It drew back at once. While we are here, Pancho, we will dismount and have a look around. Come on.
We go to the house, Cisco, no?
No, not just yet. We'll keep a close watch on the house, just in case someone aims a rifle. Now, let us see. The trail of Senor Brand's horse led right here.
Stop here, amigo.
See, it stops here. Horse stood around for a moment or two, and then the trail goes in the direction of that barn. Come, Pancho.
Pancho, come.
You keep out of that barn.
Oh, I think we will have a look in the barn.
You keep out of that barn.
Well, what is in the barn that you do not want us to see, hombre?
Well, I don't have to tell you.
See, that is right. You do not. We will see for ourselves.
I told you to keep out of there, and I meant it.
Look out, Cisco.
See, I am watching. The faster he comes, the better. To throw him over my head.
Oh, Santo Cisco. Pancho never seen you do this before.
Very simple trick, Pancho, to use on a big man who is rushing you. Grab his wrist, bend down, twist your hip in his way, and over he goes.
It's a good trick. He's still lay there.
See, he's partly stunned. Come, now we look in the barn. There is Senor Brand's horse now. Where's the senor?
Pancho not know this. The hombre coming too.
See, do not see Senor Maloon's horse. Must not be here. Pancho, go take a look in the house while I talk to this one. I have your guns ready.
See, Cisco. And Pancho go look in the house.
Now you, get up on your feet.
Rex Wallace laughed at us. Brand laughed at us, too.
What is that? They laughed at you?
You better not laugh.
What are you talking about?
I ain't talking.
Joe told me not to talk.
Oh, he did. Where? We will see.
Cisco, come quick. Senor Brand, he's dead in the house. Oh, madre mia.
Oh, I knew we should have come along with Senor Brand.
Cisco!
See, Pancho, I will be there in a moment. Who did that? You're Malone. Quickly, I'm not going to fool with you for 1 second.
No, here's Joe. You talk to Joe. Are you two coyotes here again? Now, get off of my land.
Wait a minute, Joe. Who are they?
I will answer that, Sheriff. I am known as the Cisco Kid, and that is mi compañero Pancho.
I know of you. What are you doing up in this country?
We rode here to pay our friend Senor Brand a visit, Senor Sheriff. I'm very glad to see you. You are needed here.
Well, so I'm told. You two wait around. I want to talk some more to you. Where's Brand's body, Joe?
It's in the house, Sheriff, like I told you.
Come on, we'll have a look at it.
I think I will also have a look.
You keep out of this.
That is just what I will not do.
Let him come in, Joe.
Well, happened right in here, Sheriff. Brand came in and started calling me names. And then he went for his gun.
And then Abner Forks got him, huh?
Yeah. You know the law about cattle doing damage, Sheriff. And you know the law about a man making trouble on another man's land.
Yeah.
Senor Sheriff, Senor Brand was not a troublemaker. Furthermore, I heard this hombre demand $1,000 in damages from Senor Brand.
Is that right, Joe?
No, of course it ain't right. I asked for $500.
Why, you coyote. Sheriff, this killing was not just self-defense. It was murder.
It was self-defense. And you can't prove it was nothing else.
Kind of looks like self-defense to me. Call Forks in here. I want to talk to him.
But Abner can't think straight, Sheriff. He gets mixed up. Can't I talk for him?
No, get him in here.
The big hombre now here, Senor Sheriff.
What, Pancho?
Where'd he go?
Leave the horse out the barnyard 2 minutes ago. Then he get on the horse and ride away.
Pancho, why did you not tell me that?
And Pancho like to eat it to the rope. And Pancho, I think he matter.
It does matter very much.
He'll be back soon. And if he ain't, don't be hard to round him up.
Sheriff, he's a mad killer, that hombre.
Listen, Cisco, I'm running this.
Then do so. I am leaving now.
Oh, no, you ain't. You're staying right here till I get through asking you some questions.
You will pardon me, Senor Sheriff, for doubting you. Come, Pancho.
Here.
Hey, come back here.
Shut the door, Pancho, before he can use his guns.
Pancho shot.
Hey, you! Come on back here!
That killer is after Senor Wallace, Pancho. It stays in his mind that Senor Wallace laughed at him.
Bravo!
Brand said all the hands but Wallace gone to town. Wallace is the one I want.
Who is it?
He's in the bunkhouse. I hope he's alone in the bunkhouse.
I said, who is it?
It's me, Wallace. What you doing, fixing your saddle? You won't have no more need of it, Wallace.
What are you doing over here, Abner?
I come over to see you. You laughed at me, Wallace. I kill anybody that laughs at me.
Oh, is that right?
Don't get up. Just leave your guns hanging on the wall where they are. I ain't gonna use my guns, Wallace, but I used them once to kill Brand.
What? You killed the boss? Why, you...
Shut up! I'm gonna kill you, Wallace. Where's my bare hands? Hey, look out, look out! Where's my bare hands?
I hope we are in time. Take your hands off his throat.
I'll kill you, and then I'll kill him.
That remains to be seen. Why don't you get Senor Wallace out of here?
Here, Pancho can get around his fight.
I'll kill you.
You will kill no one else, I promise you. There.
Cisco knock him out that time. Santo, what a punch Cisco got. Cisco, here comes the sheriff.
Never mind the sheriff, Pancho. Attend to Senor Wallace.
Senor Wallace do all right, Cisco.
Well, good work, Cisco. You got here in time.
Gracias, Sheriff. What is the matter with you? That lump on your forehead.
Oh, that sidewinder, Joe Malone, gun whipped me. I ordered him to come with me. When I followed you and he refused. Started to pull my gun on him and he got me. Didn't knock me out, but it gave him a chance to get away.
I'm sorry, Sheriff.
Well, he won't go far. I put one bullet, maybe two into him, as he was getting on his horse. I guess I'll put the handcuffs on this crazy Galoozy.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
There. That'll hold him. Good thing you figured out he'd come here.
See, I was certain he would. But I do not understand why you changed your mind so quickly, Sheriff. You appeared to believe Senor Brand was shot in self-defense.
Well, I did think so, Cisco, till Joe refused to come along with me. If it had been strictly self-defense, he would have. Guess he got scared of what Abner here would say as soon as I questioned him.
Well, that was probably it, Sheriff. I hope, Senor, you will see that this crazy one is put away where he can do no more harm. Come, Pancho.
Cisco,
Si, Pancho.
that hombre Maloon, he not die from the gun shoot, Cisco?
Oh, no, Pancho. He recovered and was tried and sent to prison for many years.
And the big hombre got go to the hospital, and Pancho think he was lazy.
Oh, no. I do not think he was lazy, amigo.
No?
He was just not able to think clearly.
Cisco,
Si?
what make people lazy?
What makes them lazy?
See, what make them lazy? What?
Well, the main reason, amigo, is that they do not like to work.
Oh. Cisco know my cousin Tori?
See, I know your cousin Torres, Pancho.
Cisco think Tori is lazy?
Well, your cousin Torres works hard getting away from work. Let us put it that way, Pancho.
Pancho think Tori is not lazy, just unfortunate.
Well, how is he unfortunate, Chico?
His wife Conchita tell him she give him a job,
Oh, see?
helping Senor Noriego in his cafe.
Oh, what kind of a job, Pancho?
Senor Noriego say Torres could be his right-hand man.
Well, that is very good, amigo. Did Torres take the job as his right-hand man?
Not could take the job, Cisco.
Oh, come, Pancho. Why could he not take the job?
Because my cousin Torres left-handed.
Oh, Pancho!
Oh, Cisco.
And so ends another exciting adventure with O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the West, the Cisco Kid. Be sure to listen again for another thrilling adventure of the Cisco Kid. Cisco Kid was played by Jack Mather. Pancho by Harry Lang.